Welcome to SVG-TV News for Friday, February 1st, 2019. I am Jennifer Richardson with the details. Invest SVG has planned a number of new initiatives this year that will help to promote economic development for Vincentians, especially those in the productive sector. This will be in addition to the main event, Everything Vinci Plus Expo, which is slated for later this year. The initiatives include night markets, which will be held in April, August, and in December. These new initiatives were announced at a cocktail held last evening at the Paradise Beach Hotel for Everything Vinci Expo partners, including the media. Export Development Officer with Invest SVG, Peter Edward, said they will also undertake several community projects, starting with Sandy Bay.
And we have what we call angel investment program. So we have some angels that will be investing in our entrepreneurs this year. So we are going to add that to our Everything Vinci Expo 2019. We also have what we call One Village, One Product. And this will be an exciting one. So where we will identify a couple of villages or communities, and we will get a product that will bring in the culture, that uniqueness of that community. And our first, and you're hearing it first, our first pilot project will be in Sandy Bay, Orange Hill area with the genuine arrowroot production.
Edwards said on the North Leeward side of the island, Invest SVG will be assisting with the tea production, which will be of economic benefit to the women in the area.
To help them with some tea production, so we're going to help them in purchasing some equipment and help them with the technical support and the financial implications so they can get this project going. Also, we're going to be partnering with the Ministry of Culture, and I see representatives here, on a new project where they will be also showcasing the cultural and also the entrepreneurship of different communities. So we have a lot of things in store. We're looking forward to working with everybody.
There will be a Carnival Expo on the 3rd and 4th of July, while the Everything Vinci Expo Plus will be held during the week of SVG's 40th Independence celebrations in October. Marketing Officer of Invest SVG, Anjanella Young, while reflecting on the 2018 Everything Vinci Plus Expo, said it was a huge success, while noting the challenges which they prioritized to deal with before this year's event.
Our organization's leadership is committed to addressing the many challenges that remain and those that might present itself in the export development. These challenges include access to new market for our exporters, lack of testing facilities, reliable shipping services, and certification of these services. These challenges will remain priority for Invest SVG. Invest SVG is composed of a dynamic staff. We have many voices within our organization, and we aim to be responsive to the collective good as well as individual needs. One of our best ways to ensure broad representations is for persons and businesses to get involved and register with us. We can't represent your interests, concerns, or ideas if you remain on the sidelines.
Teachers, students, and residents of the Bible community and surrounding areas will benefit from a library which was reopened yesterday at the Bible School. The library, which was refurbished with the help of the Mystique Charitable Trust, targets adults and students. Head teacher of the Bible Methodist School, Rona Burke, said the library will help to enhance the reading skills of students and others who will use the library.
It is hope that one day it will return and that the library will serve as a place where children can go and sit or lie with a good book and read. For those who are struggling, there need not be any fear, because the remediation program is already designed for you. Miss Murphy, Peace Corps volunteer, and I have pledged to render our full support in this area. So students who are struggling, they need not fear, because we have a program especially designed for them.
9 students were trained as librarians who will assist other students interested in joining the library. More than 2,000 books were donated by the Hands Across the Seas organization, the school's alumni, and other residents of the community. Degra Michael, who represented the Ministry of Education at yesterday's ceremony, noted the importance of having a library in the community, which she said helps to promote literacy.
Education on offer, especially in the area of literacy. The students can immerse themselves in reading and all that this activity offers. And this would be in a wonderfully decorated, child-friendly space. I am delighted for the children, and I'm now finding out adults as well, who will be using this facility. And I'm sure it will no doubt be of great benefit to them.
Meanwhile, head teacher of the Bible Methodist School, Rona Burke, said there has been a decline in literacy among students due to what she said is the increased use of technological gadgets. Burke said that students tend not to read as much, and this can affect their learning ability.
Mandated that students read more. It is a requirement for CPS that they read and write reports on books they have read. However, it is sad to say that in this modern computer age, the gadgets are competing with students for attention, and in most cases, the gadgets and the games win, and reading loses.
Similar sentiments were shared by former teacher Dulari Malcolm, who is now part of the Mustig Charitable Trust. Malcolm said children must grasp every opportunity they can to read, as it will determine the level of education they receive.
To see what a difference we can make to literacy in the country. As you've heard from Mrs. Burke and other earlier speakers, if you can't read, you're not going to be successful. There are many, many challenges facing young people in St. Vincent, but unless you get a good education, well-grounded in literacy skills, you simply aren't going to be successful. The world has become a very, very competitive place. We, because I am a Vincentian, although I don't sound like it, we Vincentians can take our place in the global community, but we have to be able to read and prove to the rest of the world that although we're a tiny country, we can do it.
The recognition of qualification in higher learning is currently under review by the National Accreditation Board. Chairperson of the board, Dr. Rosalind Ambrose, said accreditation remains an issue that has to be addressed in SVG, bearing in mind the advantages and disadvantages of having such a body.
A number of cases where people have invested in education, what they think is higher education. We've been exposed to individuals who have presented themselves as just mentioned refugees, individuals who have presented themselves as being in possession of higher education qualifications, only to discover that many of these are false. Occurrences of that nature are likely to repeat themselves, and the Accreditation Board and the unit will continue its efforts in building public awareness of the ramifications when considering higher education and what are those parameters.
Dr. Ambrose urged all relevant bodies involved in higher educational learning to adhere to UNESCO's convention, of which SVG is a member.
But we need to have to gain a more rounded perspective for the nation. Once again, we're grateful that you have made yourselves available for this exercise. It helps the Accreditation Board and the unit to make more informed decisions, and we really hope that we can have a concise document that meets a fairly general consensus as to what is workable in St. Vincent and Grenadines in terms of our recognition of qualifications on higher education.
Vincentians have been warned of fraudulent websites on the internet that are offering Turkish visas for purchase. The advisory was issued today by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Trade and Commerce. In a news release, the ministry said the Embassy of the Republic of Turkey in Santo Domingo said it was notified that there are fraudulent websites on the internet that are similar to the official site claiming to issue Turkish e-visas or to offer visa services to defraud the public into buying alleged visas, only to be defrauded after service payment or issue false e-visas which have no validity. The ministry said these fraudulent websites hinder the work of the Turkish embassy and is cautioning the Vincentian public to be vigilant when applying for Turkish visas. Persons are advised that the only official means for obtaining a Turkish e-visa is through their website at www.evisa.gov.tr. For more information, persons can email the Embassy of the Republic of Turkey in the Dominican Republic at embjdominicana@mfa.gov.tr. Government through the SVG Tourism Authority had to fork out just over $1 million to Caribbean Airlines last year after its flights to the Agal International Airport failed to meet the revenue guarantees made in a contractual arrangement. This was stated by Minister of Tourism Cecil Sesmaki, who was at the time responding to a question in Parliament on Tuesday by Opposition Leader Dr. Godwin Friday, who wanted to know under what financial arrangements, if any, do Caribbean Airlines, Air Canada and American Airlines provide air service to SVG. Minister Mackey said SVG, through the Tourism Authority, entered into contractual agreements with these airlines, and while the services of Air Canada and American Airlines have been profitable, Caribbean Airlines have experienced a shortfall. He said this is, however, understandable given the fact that the AIA is a new airport, which means some of the international carriers will not be operating on a profit. He said SVG's contractual arrangement with these airlines will be reviewed on an ongoing basis. Minister Mackey pointed out that the contractual arrangement with Caribbean Airlines is for the period March 14, 2018 to March 13, 2021. He said SVG provided a revenue guarantee requirement of $110,380 per return flight, which was met for 14 of the 49 round trips operated to date. He said the other flights operated under the revenue guarantee threshold, which resulted in a shortfall of $1,059,724, which have been settled through the Tourism Authority.
Of 8,412 passengers arrived on Caribbean Airlines at the Agal International Airport over the period March 2018 to December 2018, and 8,227 passengers departed. Revenue generated over this period was US $2,858,766. Revenue guarantee for those flights was US $3,918,490. $3,918,490. Hence the shortfall of $1.059 million, which is 27% of the threshold established.
As for Air Canada, Minister Mackey said SVG signed a contractual agreement with the airline for the period November 28, 2017 to July 31, 2018. He said the service period was December 14, 2017 to April 12, 2018, and that SVG provided a revenue guarantee of Canadian $1,593,723 for flights in the winter season, and these flights met the required target.
Service provided during that period, December 2017 to April 2018, was at around 91% capacity and satisfied the revenue guarantee threshold required of the airline. As a result of these favorable performances of the flights, St. Vincent and the Grenadines did not incur any expenses to the airline. New flights. Air Canada Rouge currently provides an all-year-round flight to St. Vincent and the Grenadines on Thursdays. This flight commenced on 25th October 2018. An additional second flight commenced on Sunday 16th December 2018 and will run until 28th April 2019. St. Vincent and the Grenadines was not required to enter into any new contractual arrangements, and the airline currently operates these flights independently.
Minister Mackey said a similar contractual arrangement was also entered into with American Airlines for the period January 18, 2018 to February 15, 2020 between AIA and Miami International Airport. He said these flights, which operate year-round on Saturdays using a 737 aircraft with a seating capacity of 128, have also been doing well.
Flights operated in December 2018 brought in 375 passengers and took out 365 passengers. St. Vincent and the Grenadines established a letter of credit in the amount of US $1 million, EC $2,716,900 with the carrier. A revenue guarantee of US $33,672 for each one-way flight is also in place. Flight data submissions will be made by the airline on a quarterly basis for reconciliation. No such submission has been made at the first quarter, as the first quarter is not yet complete.
Some 28,000 passengers were brought in and out of the Argyle International Airport by 4 international carriers for the period December 2017 to December 2018. Opposition Member of Parliament for the Southern Grenadines, Terence Oliver, said like most of the mainland, there is also need for road rehabilitation and construction in his constituency. Contributing to the debate on the 2019 estimates in Parliament on Tuesday, the opposition MP said the Southern Grenadines have been neglected and hope that in this year's budget, some of their burning issues can be addressed.
In the Southern Grenadines need urgent attention, and for the longest while I have been complaining on all the roads that I have bought here in this house. None has gotten the attention of the government, and something needs to be done about that. So, and the longer we wait, they are deteriorating further and further deterioration.
Oliver said the health and educational facilities in the Southern Grenadines also lack maintenance and inspections are rarely done. The budget estimates this year caters for work to be done to the Canouan Airport, which Oliver commended. He, however, said that the wharf in Canouan needs urgent attention.
The wharf in Canouan, we are talking about infrastructural development. And when we're talking about infrastructural development, we must also look at what is happening in the Grenadines. You know, I have gone through this problem with the wharf. I've been dealing with this for almost 15 years, if not more. This question have gone to various ministers of Transport and Works, who had responsibility for seaports and all of that. All of them since I'm in this house. This problem of the wharf in Canouan have gone to each and every person, and we are still at this point today, and at no indication in this document that the problem will be fixed.
Responding to Oliver on the issue of the Canouan Wharf, Prime Minister Dr. Rav Gonsalves explained that there is a reason why no allocations were made in the 2019 estimate for the wharf.
We're working with the developers to develop this prominent wharf in what is called the industrial site. And I know there's some concerns about a particular area there in respect of lobsters. Would he agree that all things considered, that is the best place to put the wharf and to house an industrial site so that we can develop the island in a holistic manner, given the existing developments? Because he said that we have to deal with it with finality.
Oliver pointed out that consultations are lacking with people in the various communities who have concerns and issues that can determine what projects should be developed. The Methodist Church in SVG will be observing this month as Youth Month. The organizers say the month of activities is geared towards fostering deeper fellowship and unity as youths in Christ, and to observe the various talents and abilities present among youth. This year marks the 21st year of Youth Month of activities in the Kingstown-Chateaubelair circuit and will be guided under the theme Limitless, Withholding Nothing. The launch of Youth Month 2019 will be geared towards crime sensitization and prevention and will bring together youths from both circuits of the Methodist Church in St. Vincent, along with other denominations and youth organizations. The official launch and opening will take place this Saturday, February 2nd at the Kalyaquah playing field, starting with a march through the streets of Kalyaquah and culminating with a rally and sporting activities on the playing field.